Hello, welcome back my dear students of class 10th. Dear students, I am Rajendra, biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. My dear students, currently you are learning a series of videos that is based on the topic evolution, and today the subtopic is the evolution by stages. Evolution by stages means at different stages evolutions were there, and among these certain examples are there that you will be able to learn here of the evolution by the stages. And number one example is evolution of eye. Evolution of eye. My dear students, earlier in the primitive animal like planaria, see the planaria, the structure of planaria. If you see the structure of planaria, then you will find that planaria that is having suppose this is a planaria. So in planaria, this is the primitive animal, and the origin of eye that started from this primitive animal, that is planaria. So the origination of the two dot-like structure in planaria, actually this is not eye, but this is the photosensitive dots get evolved in the planaria, and later on stages by stages, it get developed into the complete eye structure as it is present in the higher animals, higher vertebrates. So these are the planaria eye, and it is called simple eye. So this dot-like structures, the function of this dot-like structure just to receive the photosensitivity, because in nature it is a photosensitive dot, means if there is light, then planaria will feel that there is light by getting the photoreception by these photosensitive dots. And since this is the analogous organ, human eye and planaria photosensitive dot, the origin is the same, so that will be the analogous organ. Human eye, cat eye, dog eye, and planaria photosensitive simple eye, that will be the analogous organ which gets evolved stages by stages in the evolution trend, in the trend of the evolution. My dear students, take the other example, that origin of feathers. Origin of feathers means, take the example of feathers. My dear students, the feathers, as you know, feathers are found in the birds, and that feathers are helpful in the flying. Birds flying with the help of the feathers, which these feathers form the flying mechanism in the birds. But my dear students, do you know that first of all these feathers get evolved in the dinosaurs and some other reptiles for the insulation. So feathers originated for insulation from cold wave. Insulation from cold waves. The dinosaurs and other reptiles, they evolved these feathers for their protection from extremely cold waves. But later on these feathers get evolved in the birds, and that birds are utilizing these feathers in the mechanism of flying, as well as in the process of insulation also. So firstly it is evolved for the insulation, but later on it is helpful in the flying also. So this is again the evolution by stage, because in the dinosaurs it evolved for the insulation, but later on it helped in the flying to the birds. My dear students, come to next, and that is the artificial selection. Artificial selection, you can understand the artificially evolution of some species, and take the example of wild cabbage, and it comes under the artificial selection. Artificial selection means human made selection. Artificial selection, this is also a mechanism of evolution. So in the artificial selection, take the example of wild cabbage. Make a chart like this, by which you will be able to understand the process of artificial selection in wild cabbage. So my dear student, there is a wild cabbage which is having something structure like this. These are the leaves, and somehow this is flower. So this is wild cabbage, and from this wild cabbage, by the help of the genetic engineering, artificial selection, the process of artificial selection was there, and which results in different ways. The cabbage get formed, cabbage that is having the more leaves, this is the cabbage, because the selection for the terminal buds in this, that is the selection for the terminal buds, that is on terminal. So the artificial selection made for the terminal buds. So the progenies are cabbage, they are having the terminal buds, closed cabbage it is called. Dear students, come to second one, that is Kohlrabi, that is as a result of the selection for a swollen stem. So in other species, stem gets swollen stem, light leaves are there, and somehow some flowers are there, and it is called, this is swollen stem, it is called Kohlrabi. That is Kohlrabi, that is Kohlrabi. This is Kohlrabi, that is having the swollen stem. In first case, that is having the terminal bud, not swollen stem. So swollen stem. So selection of this wild cabbage gets selected on the basis of this swollen stem, and in this species that is called the Kohlrabi, it is having the swollen stem, but no buds, no terminal flower, etc. Some terminal flowers will be there, but swollen stem is there. This is Kohlrabi. Come to another species, that is selection for the large leaves. So this species is having the large leaves, the large leaves, this is again called as, it is called as, it will be called as kale. So this is another variety, another species, another variety of the wild cabbage, and the selection is, that is selection for large leaves, for large leaves. So leaves are large, solemn stem, terminal. This is the terminal bud. This is the terminal. And come to other, and others like two more species are there, and others are, that is called broccoli, and broccoli is evolved, broccoli get evolved as a result of the selection for the many flower heads and thick stem. So broccoli, that is having thick stem and many more flower. So many more flower will be there in broccoli. Many more flower that will be in broccoli, and thick stem will be there. So this is broccoli. So for this selection of the many flowers, and thick stem. And lastly, the selection was for the terminal, that is for the flower head. In this category, that is the selection is, that is for a flower head, and this is called cauliflower. So in the flower head, in the cauliflower, this is called cauliflower, and cauliflower get evolved as a result of the artificial selection for the wild cabbage, that is for the flower head, that is for flower head. The wild cabbage get evolved into the different forms like cabbage, kohlrabi, kale, broccoli, and cauliflower. This is as a result of the artificial selection that is made. And my dear students, evolution, that should not be equated with the progress. My dear student, as you know, the evolution is a continuous process, but this topic says that evolution, the primitive bacteria are also existing now, while the evolution takes place, which results the evolution of human being till now, which is the more complicated organism, which is the more complicated species. But apart from the more complicated evolved species, the primitive species also exist in the nature, like hot spring bacteria. They are living in the hot spring, they are living in the sea, they are living in the other environment, and they are also existing apart from their evolved species. So we can't say that if evolved species is there, then their ancestors, their primitive forms will be lost. It is not true. Like, take the example of chimpanzee and human. Chimpanzee and human, the origin of chimpanzee and human is the same. The ancestor for chimpanzee and human was the same It is not necessary that they may alive. They may exist also, but it is not necessary that they will alive. If they will succeed in their struggle, freedom, struggle for fight, struggle for the existence, then they will be survivable. If they will be not able to struggle, then they will be finished. But their progeny, their offsprings like chimpanzee and human, they are still surviving in the different environment. And as far as, my dear, evolution of human is concerned, the human and chimpanzee evolved from the common ancestor, and the origin of the human and chimpanzee is Africa. Some human species, some human migrated from Africa, and as per the environmental status of that particular area, certain adaptations are there among the human, but certain adaptations like skin color, hair color, eye color, etc. was there. That was as per the environmental change where they migrated. But the main characteristic, the DNA evaluation, carbon dated excavation, fossil record, all these prove that the origin, the evolution, and all the common characters that prove that all the humans are living around the world in different environmental area, in different geographical area, in different environment, are Homo sapiens. So, my dear student, this is all about the evolution in brief. You have to enjoy it, you have to learn it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.